What's up, guys? Welcome back today again to the Woodland Pursuit. Today we are going to be talking about why to make a YouTube channel. I mean, what's the purpose of it? Why do we do what it is that we do? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say about making a YouTube channel is don't, and I repeat, don't create a channel thinking you're going to be rich or famous, make money, get free stuff. I mean, because YouTube videos are very challenging, to say the least. They're very competitive in the hunting industry. There's like everybody has their own hunting YouTube channel now, like XYZ Outdoors. You know what I'm saying? Like they're everywhere. They're a dime a dozen. So you need to come in, you know what I'm saying, with something that's, I don't know, unique, honest, passionate. Okay, so people are going to want to watch you because of, and you fill in the blank there. Why do people want to watch you? So myself and my journey on why I do a YouTube channel is because even if I just made these videos, so when I get older, I can look back at what it was I did when I was younger on my hunting adventures, or my kids could look back and watch videos of my old hunting adventures. I mean, that's pretty much why I started it. It was me and my cousin Jody, and we had the big ass VHS, VCR, cassette, camcorder in the woods, and we're like toting this big thing around, and it was big, and there was no camera arms back then. You were the camera arm. And so he would get his Summit Climber, I'd get my Summit Climber, we'd get on the same tree, go up together. I'd be just a little bit above him, I'd be on the back side of the tree, he'd be on the front side of the tree, or vice versa, and I'd record him. And then we'd go home, and we're like so stoked because we shot a deer and we got it on film, and the quality was absolutely horrendous. But I would give anything to have that footage today because it was lost. It was on a VHS cassette, and I actually converted it and put it on a DVD. And a lot of you might not even know what that is that I'm talking about because you're so spoiled with all the digital media. But it was amazing to have that. And we would take one VCR and another VCR and hook them up and put one tape in and find a spot, like fast forward, rewind, and hit play, hit record. And that was our editing. And it was so crude compared to what we have available to us today. I mean, it was like dinosaur land as far as digital media is concerned. And that was what we did. And I would still be doing that if it wasn't for digital media. So it's just, if you found yourself being that passionate, then YouTube channels are probably a good thing for you, because it's something that you would do if nobody was out there wanting to watch your videos. If you guys didn't want to watch my videos, I'd still be making videos. Maybe not a video like this one specifically, but definitely still hunting videos, and, you know, basically just highlight reels for me to look back on when I get older. So moving forward, you have to have a niche, or a niche, however you pronounce that. You have to have your subject. And for us, it's hunting. So that's easy. We're pretty much accomplished that already. So we know what we're going to bring the viewers. We're going to bring them hunting stuff. For me, it's interviews with hunting celebrities. It's actual hunting videos. It's tech reviews where I show you how to work on your bows and stuff like that, because fortunately I'm blessed with that knowledge and I like to share it with you. And it's just basically adventures. Like sometimes it's not hunting. Sometimes it's going to a warehouse full of archery equipment that you might be curious to see, like I am. Or maybe I go, you know, anywhere, just like on a scouting trip, set up trail cameras, whatever. All right. The main thing you have to remember, and this is like number 2, what you really want to do, is you want to be honest. Be honest with yourself, be honest with your footage, be honest to your viewers, and never break that trust, because everything I say to you is honest, it's organic, it's pure, and it's trustworthy, and I'm not manipulated by any kind of sponsors or supporters or anything like that. I won't have a supporter or a sponsor for a piece of gear that I don't believe in above everything else out there available, because my time in the field is like gold. I do not want anything jeopardized when that final moment comes along for that big buck, because I still have a lot of big bucks that I want to kill. And I don't want anything to jeopardize that. And all that time, afield, and energy spent into making it happen, because a lot of work goes into finding that deer and being successful. Well, I don't want anything to jeopardize that. All right. So, like gas bowstrings, love them to death. Eric over there is great. They've been on board with me, supporting me since the very beginning. But say if gas bowstrings weren't good bowstrings, would I put them on my bow? Absolutely not. But I will spend my hard-earned money on gas bowstrings. If like tomorrow gas bowstring stopped sending me bowstrings, I would take out my wallet and I would buy a gas bowstring, because I believe in gas bowstrings. They're awesome. I hate the stock Matthews strings that are usually on my bow. I've only had one pair out of like 7 bows tune good for me. The rest were a pain in the butt. That's even the new match string. The new match string didn't do good. So I believe in gas bowstrings, and therefore I say use gas bowstrings, because that's what I would use. And if I had to buy my own string, that's what I would buy. So take, for example, I really discovered Moultrie Mobile Edge cellular game cameras, and it was really by accident. I had won one, and I was using Tacticams before that. Not saying anything bad about Tacticams, because they were doing the job that I needed before the Moultries came along. But the Moultries really surpassed the Tacticams and the features that I was wanting to improve in the Tacticams. So now I got this new upgraded camera. It's working better. I talk to them. I say, hey, I love your camera. It's amazing. It's great. And they're like, hey, why don't you jump on board with us as a team ambassador? And I was like, absolutely. Now, if I didn't like them cameras, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, no, thank you. I really appreciate it, but I'm using this other brand. It really does what I need it to do. Because I spend way too much time in the woods to jeopardize, anything I got going on hunting-wise for some free products or for some hookups. Plus, I want to bring you guys genuine products that are just amazing, because like I always say, sometimes finding quality products is harder than finding that big buck. So I want to streamline that experience for you. So hopefully your learning curve can be steeper and you can get from not knowing to knowing faster and be successful. Because I want to see your trophy pictures. I'm not going to be that guy that's like, oh man, I can't believe all these people are shooting deer. I'm not shooting anything. Heck no, if you're shooting things, I'm excited. So honesty, very, very, very important. All right. The next thing is, don't be a character. Be yourself. Be who you are, because you can't fake who you are. You are who you are. Now, maybe be a character if maybe originally and deep down inside, nobody likes you. If you're some person that's just kind of like a jerk and nobody likes you and you want to have a YouTube channel, maybe you need to have a character, because when you talk, people are going to be repulsed by you or repulsed by you. So that might be important for you. But for 99% of everyone else, be honest. Be you. Be, yourself, because guess what? You're probably amazing in a lot of ways, and you just need to have confidence in yourself and just let that show through onto the footage, all right? Because everyone is amazing in their own way, in my opinion. It really doesn't matter, what background you come from. Everyone's unique, and that's the great thing about like this country is we have such a diverse range of people, and everyone has something else to bring to the table that makes things interesting and fun and entertaining and just allows us to enjoy each other. So definitely be yourself. If you're fake, people are going to know you're being fake and you're going to come off as weird. So don't do that. Bring videos that people want to see. Now, don't be fake. Again, be original. Don't bring a bunch of stuff that people have done already, just trying to like copy somebody else that's had success. But just bring videos people want to see. For me, I know people want to see hunting videos, and unfortunately it's just me. So my exposure out there in the woods is limited because it is just me. It's not like this channel is 10 hunters out in the field with, a higher probability of success than just a single hunter. But I try to bring you all my successes that I can, because people want to see people be successful in the woods because it's exciting. And we like to live vicariously through each other, and that's awesome. However, find other things to bring people to. For me, I bring interviews with some of the hunting celebrities because I find them very fascinating and interesting and entertaining. And a lot of them are really great people and awesome people too. So the new friendships you know, that are made talking to them are pretty awesome. So on top of that, I do tech videos. Fortunately, I can do a lot of my own repair work on my bows, and through some recent, new sponsorships through Last Chance Archery, I can bring a lot of their tools to you that I've been using anyway for all these years, but I can really highlight these tools officially to you and say, hey, look, these are great tools to do what you got to do to get your stuff done and not be dependent on bow shops anymore, because bow shops are getting harder and harder and harder. Good bow shops and good bow techs are getting harder and harder to find. So, hey, if you want it done right, do it yourself. It's kind of like a motto I've always lived by. I always try to include other people into my videos, and it's kind of hard because it's just me. But when I can, whether I be at events or whatever, I try to include other people. So hence the interviews, product reviews. ATA is a great example because I can bring a lot of the leaders of like the hunting industry, you know what I'm saying? Like different brands, really literally almost all the brands, their like representatives would be there, and I can bring them to you because I'm blessed and fortunate enough to be able to go there when a lot of other people can't for who knows why. Maybe you just had the money or the time off of work or whatever. So you can see all these new products being launched to you. And it's great to kind of learn, the people that are bringing this to us are hunters usually too, and they're awesome. And they have so much knowledge that they can pass on, and great products, because these great products are usually made out of necessity because they needed them. You know what I'm saying? So now they can say, in this circumstance, I made this because I needed this, my product to do this. And then we can be like, oh, wow, that'd be great. I would love to have that. So it's awesome to bring all these people to you. All right. So make sure the videos you bring are of a good quality. Now, the camera isn't so important as the content. Like, the content needs to be good. Or no one's going to watch it. They're going to get like they're going to be like, whatever. They're not going to watch it. But the quality is important, because I know personally I don't like to watch things that are grainy or shaky or all over the place, because I get vertigo watching that stuff, and it's just kind of hard to watch. Now, if it's like you're running after a deer, you're in the field, that's different. If, like, for example, at the ATA, I ran into an area at the ATA where I was using my GoPros, which typically work really great, but the lighting conditions in this one area were just not good. So a lot of my footage, if not all of my footage, was just unusable, and I didn't post any videos from that area because they just didn't look good, and I don't want to bring the viewers videos that look shitty, and that's the only way I can really put it. So I moved forward and I got the Sony FX30. Now, that might not be in everyone's price range, but fortunately, I have a decent job that allows me to buy this camera. So next year when I go to the ATA, not only am I going to be looking more of the part, because I get the press passes for all these events, instead of using GoPros and iPhones, I'll be using a professional grade camera. So I really probably should have been using this camera anyway, just to look the part, because that's really who I am now. But now I'm just evolving in my own YouTube channel, and now I'm going to have the professional gear to bring you professional footage, and I won't have to worry about being in a darker area and my footage not being great, because fortunately this camera with a good lens, it doesn't know darkness. It comes out great even in pitch dark if I really set the settings right. And I'm still learning how to set them perfectly, so bear with me here, because this is a learning curve for me too. But every video I strive to make better, and you'll notice that my content gets clearer and clearer and more stable and just hopefully amazing. All right. So keep that in mind. If you're using an iPhone or a GoPro, that doesn't mean your video content can't be great. I think a lot of my videos with my iPhone and my GoPro are better than a lot of videos that I've seen with professional grade cameras like an FX30. So I think the creativity and the person making the content is the most important aspect. All right. So keep that in mind. So I hear a lot of people be discouraged because, oh, I'm going to record my hunt, but I'm just going to use my iPhone. Don't say I'm just going to use my iPhone, because an iPhone 15 Pro is an amazing, amazing camera, and that'll bring some really great quality footage if the lighting conditions are good for that small sensor on the phone, because the camera on that phone is amazing. So don't be like, oh, I'm just using an iPhone 13. It's just going to be okay. It could be possibly really amazing. You just have to, be the creator. You have to make it, what its potential is, because one of them iPhones is sometimes better than some of these cameras that are really expensive. So like I said, it's not the camera, it's the content, and it's the creator. All right. So never give up, man. That's like my next step. Like, never give up on yourself, never give up on your channel. Like a lot of you guys know, I started off as Man Child Outdoors. Well, my very first Man Child Outdoors channel was deleted by YouTube on a night when I just shot a great buck and I hit him in no man's land. So I was really down. I was like, son of a gun. Like, it was a great shot, but it was just like a few inches high. So I'm like, oh man, I can't believe this. And I'm down on my luck. And I go on YouTube and my YouTube channel's gone. I was like distraught, to say the least. Okay. I had to start over. I logged back into YouTube and under a different email made Man Child Outdoors again and started from 0 subscribers again, and had to put the word back out there. And a lot of people didn't even realize that my channel was deleted because I started back with Man Child Outdoors again, and it was the same name and everything. So it was kind of dumb of them to delete it, but I had to use another email. Well, long story short, 18 months later, I get an email from Google saying, oops, we shouldn't have deleted it. Our bad. We'll repost it for you. And they republished my original Man Child Outdoors YouTube page, and it comes up the new channel, the old channel. So I got the old channel and the new channel. They're both named Man Child Outdoors, I think, unless I just, I don't know, because I, rebranded to the Woodland Pursuit. But I had to delete the old Man Child Outdoors anyway. It didn't matter because I went down another path, because I wasn't going to not have a YouTube channel. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to overcome obstacles. I'm not going to give up. I'm passionate about what I do. And if YouTube wants to delete me, I'll make another channel. And that's what I did. And so as I evolved and as I became more serious about my YouTube channel, Man Child Outdoors, the name didn't suit me and my, I don't know how to say it, like my new direction. All right, so now I'm way more serious. I don't want something like Man-Child being how I'm identified, because it's kind of a joke. And what I bring and what I do for you in this footage is very serious. So I wanted a serious name. So the Woodland Pursuit was my choice. I rebranded, and it's been great. And a lot of people said, don't rebrand, because rebranding sucks. It's horrible. It's hard to bounce back from that. People don't know you. There's brand recognition, all this stuff. I was like, I don't care. Man-Child isn't who I am anymore. I'm the Woodland Pursuit now. And you know what? People love the name of the Woodland Pursuit. They love the new direction that I'm going on, and it's been aces ever since. So, like I said, do what you feel in your heart. I felt rebranding in my heart. So just do what you think is right. Be you, be original. Don't worry about anyone else has to say. Sometimes you probably should listen to other people, but a lot of times you just have to be true to yourself, and things will just work out, and never give up. So this is me never giving up. I recreated my channel. I rebranded it. I'm moving forward. Now it's the Woodland Pursuit. I don't see that ever changing. I think the Woodland Pursuit is definitely the path that I want to go on. So I'm not going to give up. All right. The last thing is be passionate. So if I didn't have passion, I would have never kept going. A lot of people give up after a while when they don't get rich, or they don't get famous, or they don't make money, or they don't get free stuff, or their YouTube channel gets deleted, or they just get tired of making content and editing videos. Because honestly, editing videos is the worst. I'm good at editing, but I hate editing. So for a long time, editing was really, really, really tedious, because I had no idea what I'm doing. And I still really don't know like a ton, but I know a lot to rip through a video and edit it and bring it to you really quick. And every time I do it, I find another little button somewhere I can push that makes my video that much better. For the longest time, I didn't use noise reduction. So I had a lot of graininess in my videos, and I didn't know. I just had one little tool in Final Cut Pro that I could swipe over there, and it would get rid of that graininess, and my video would look so much, sharper, crisper, and less noisy. And I'm like, wow, this is great. So every once in a while, I find something simple like that that's like really so beginnerish but I'm new to this, so I kind of am beginnerish. So bear with me. I don't pay an editor to edit my videos, and even with great cameras, sometimes you can have some shake, so you got to use video stabilization, and sometimes in low light you get a little noise, so you got to use the noise reduction, and all these little things you're going to start to find. And sometimes with my cameras I need to add a little bit of sharpness, which is something that I never knew nothing about. And then I had to learn how to do audio because someone told me my audio sucked, which is really funny because it did, but I didn't know that. And so with every video you start to learn, and people give you feedback, and you can figure it out and whatnot. So I mean, it's just, it's a road that you have to be on, and to be able to endure the road you have to be passionate. So just be passionate. So that's really all my suggestions for somebody new looking to get into YouTube. All right, so just be passionate, be yourself, be honest, be true to yourself, be true to your viewers. Bring content people want to see. Bring content that isn't shaky, that isn't grainy, that isn't crazy to watch, that flows smooth, that is really entertaining. That's something that they want to actually see, and you'll do great. And don't worry about if you're successful or not, because honestly, if you're making video that makes you happy, that makes you feel complete, then you're already successful. Because one day, 20 years from now, you're going to be the only one that cares to look back at your old videos, and they're going to be memories that you can share, with, a wife or kids or grandkids or whatever. So just kind of keep that in mind. Like, we don't need that instant gratification, that instant success. This is a creative process. So it's kind of like a painter painting a painting. Like when Mona Lisa was painted, I'm pretty sure no one gave a crap about it while that dude was alive. It was a long time later that everyone was like, wow, this is really amazing. I still don't know why. I think the Mona Lisa is amazing. I've been to Paris. I've been to the Louvre. I've seen the Mona Lisa. I don't get it. So just remember that not everyone's going to like your content. Everyone seems to like the Mona Lisa, and maybe I should be like, oh yeah, the Mona Lisa is great, so I can jump on that bandwagon because everyone obviously thinks it's great. I don't think it's great. So don't expect everyone to think that your content is going to be great, because they're not. Don't worry about that. Only worry about, bringing something honest from within. And hopefully people have the same perspective as you and they appreciate it. And hopefully a lot of people appreciate it, so you feel some sense of like gratification for all the time and effort and money spent into doing what you do. All right, guys. So thank you very much for watching this. Sorry if it was a little long-winded, but you know me, I'm a talker. I could talk to myself for hours. I could talk to other people for even longer. So sometimes I get, long-winded, and pretty much always I get long-winded, but just bringing you my thoughts and my ideas to help you out to become amazing and great at anything you do if you decide to take on making a YouTube channel. So, as always, get some arrows in the air and good luck outdoors on your woodland pursuit.